Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play. Follow him. My Let's Play Spellforce 3. This is actually episode 38. Last episode I said it was 38, the episode before that I think it's 37. I think around 35, 36. For some reason I got mixed up with the numbers. And during editing I have wrote, I actually mean 37 or 38 or whatever it was. Okay. I think where I left off, because I thought it was a brilliant place to start, but I realised I was supposed to do 6 episodes today, and I did 5, thinking I did 6. And it's a little annoying now because that was the perfect place to leave off here, but whatever. Let's explore this a bit more because I wanted to look at this middle bit if I remember correctly. Let's make sure if anything. Because it's supposed to open up now and I'm supposed to find allies and they'll be around here to help me and stuff like that. I also lost a life up there. I was like, by a panther. That's my dude. It's like wearing a skirt. The earth's going to emit magic, like a bonfire emits warmth. Whatever is pivoted must have been pivotal to the city. Okay. And obviously I've got a guy up here I can't kill to save my life. At the moment, if I had these two with me I could. I am supposed to actually talk to them, so let's do that. Now I stopped you. So you see, gain elven allies, what I've actually said I'm going to try and do. Gain human allies and gain ogre, so I said I'm going to do that one first. Gain at least one ally, so that'll cover that. Have to Molan. Bring goblin flesh to him. Talk to Isgram about his armour, so I'll do that. Talk to Ingan in the Nexus. And miles to go, something I think it's talk to, I think it's her. It's kind of covered up. Okay, let go. To Molan Nexus. Jump in there and have a little chatty waddy with them all, shall we? Space bar. So is this actually then what we own now and outside's not? I thought it was the way around. I'm assuming it's these two. Oh, nope. Nope. Voila.
Will do.
Okay, there she is, so we can talk to her there. He must be in there then. I had these before and we didn't even look at them. They've disappeared now. I don't know if it would have changed it if we'd looked at them first, or maybe we looked at them and then that last one would have got him to call us. Maybe we went the wrong way around. I don't know. Hey.
So, this is it, isn't it? Our base of operations?
Yeah, so this is the base, so the outside wasn't what I thought it was.
An ancient shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the blood burn.
Yep.
And we're working for the purity of light. Sounds crazy if you say it like that.
A little bit.
Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Seriously?
Hey, don't laugh. What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls.
Yeah, I don't see you doing that.
Just a simple, honest life.
Can be tiresome. No more adventuring then. I hope you aren't feeling forced to stay here. What it's worth, I like having you around. Okay, so these two, you can say them both, and I guess you gotta pick one of these.
Innkeeping is fun, until you find yourself on your knees at dawn, clearing up the puddles of vomit and beer these tired, weary souls left behind when they were done carousing.
Quite the cynic, aren't you?
Apparently. No more adventuring then.
So, you'd leave it all behind? The adventuring?
You know. People always act as if these decisions are final. The only way to find out how much I'd like that kind of life is by taking a chance, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
And if one day I wake up and find myself in need of a change, I can still pack up my things and hit the road again.
You're right.
Upsides of elven blood. There's plenty of time.
Oh yeah, you're right, aren't you? Hope you aren't feeling forced to stay. What's worth, I like having you around.
For what it's worth, I enjoy your company.
Sure you do. Who else would patch you up after the next monumental battle?
Thank you.
Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
What's she doing? She just randomly, like she was stalking somebody with a bow out.
Corporal? Need anything?
Oh, there's more things to say. Nice. Just wondering, how are you? Could you tell me a bit about your homeland? Why did you leave for Ma? Why did you join me? Just wondering
How are you holding up?
I think I'm good. And you? You're the pariah carrying out Aeonir's will, not me.
Yep. Good. Getting by.
I'm getting by.
Aren't we all? So, can I help you with something?
Tell me a bit about your homeland.
Could you tell me a bit more about your homeland? Finn and Mir?
Well, it's not my homeland anymore, but yeah, shoot.
How is human culture different from elven culture? What role does magic play in Finland? What is it like to live for so long? Let me ask you. Okay.
How is human culture different from elven culture?
I assume you mean Nortander from Finn and Mir?
Oh yeah, because I'm about
There
to
isn't one
deal with the
elven
elves.
culture, as little as there's just the humans. Generally spoken, though, I wouldn't say they're too different. Especially not compared to the orcs. Life is a lot slower, mainly due to our lifespan, and elves are even more defined by tradition than humans. They revere nature and value tradition and rules above all else, and they are extremely aware of what they say, how they say it, and to whom. Which also makes it very easy to offend an elf.
Okay.
I'm an exception in that regard, but that was something my vagrant years taught me. But then
Okay.
again, not all elves are like that. There are some who care as little about Ellen the White Tree and the traditions as a troll cares about his morning toilet.
So if I was running toilet, so it just goes anywhere, basically. Role does magic play in Finland?
What role does magic play among elves?
It's everywhere. Magic is considered a gift of Ellen, and it defines your standing in every possible way. We may have talked about that already, but the whole council who runs the country is made up of mages. Which is why the Purity will have a hard time finding followers in Finn and Mir, should they ever be naive enough to try.
I doubt that will ever happen.
How is human culture different from elven culture? What role does magic play in Finland?
How is human culture different from elven culture?
I assume you mean Nortander
Oh,
from
that's
Finn
that.
and Mir? There isn't one elven culture, as little as... Generally spoken, though, I wouldn't say they're too different. They revere nature, which... But then again, not all elves are like that. There are some who care as
thought that
little
one-
about Ellen the White Tree and the traditions
You
as
know
a
how it's
troll
faded? I
cares
didn't
about
think it was
his
faded
morning
for some
toilet.
reason. What did it like to live for so long?
Elves have a very long lifespan. What's it like to live for so long?
Hard to say, since I don't know what a human body feels like. As an elf, you simply take it for granted. When I first realized how short a human life is during my travels, I was baffled. I've been on this world for 39 years now, and in the elven world, I'm hardly considered an adult. Here, I'd have delivered my 7th child by now.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like half your life
strange.
left, only.
That's the best way to describe it. But you know what I eventually came to realize?
Tell me.
That age doesn't necessarily make you wiser. I've talked to 30-year-old humans who understood more of the world than the ancient seers of Finn and Mir. It's all about experiences.
Okay, let me ask something else.
Interesting. There was something else I wanted to ask.
Sure. What?
Why did you leave Finland?
You never told me why you fled Finn and Mir.
Finland.
Well, that's a long story. One I'd rather not discuss now, if you don't mind.
Okay, I'll just
Alright.
tell us later.
Then maybe another time.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, nothing else to
Corporal?
ask?
Need anything?
Why did you join me?
This might sound odd, but why did you join
She
me?
kind of had to initially.
It was
You
me
didn't
the
understand.
Harbinger wanted.
Why are you asking? If you want me to leave, you can just say it. No hard feelings.
No, I
Wouldn't say
just
that.
want to understand. You've been putting yourself in a lot of danger for our cause.
I guess so. Well, I hate to disappoint, but I don't think there's a particular reason. As you pointed out in the prison, I'm a fugitive as much as you are, and my best chance of survival was sticking with you.
But now you could go off. No, I thought you were going to add more to it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And keep stalking. Oh, you didn't push me out. So it's slowly pushing me now. Oh, can I? No, I can't. Oh, I can.
Let's see.
He's trod on it. He's just got on top of it. What? Oh, there's a kiss behind it. Wow, that was very secret, wasn't it? I thought he just trod on top of that. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, that could mean there's another case behind one of these other ones. Or maybe not. Yeah. I'm going to talk to him.
Understood.
This is actually better. I thought where I was up to was a good point to end it for this. Well, the 6 episodes I was doing today, because I believe the next month when or 2 or 3 weeks from now when I do the next 6 episodes was a good point to stop. But this is actually going to be better once I talk to these. Talk to Isgram about his armour, Echo's past, talk to Isgram in the Nexus. No busting cleaning up. Because it knocks down some of these as well. Makes these quests are more complete.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear. None of their marvels would have been possible without an incredible
Yeah,
amount
we
of
read
magic.
that before they spoke to us. Holy fudge. Oh, that's me. Hello, dwarfy buddy. Hi, mate.
Ah, Tahar. How nice of you to come by.
Made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable. Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper
Amazing.
city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
Divinity is a different game series. A good game series, by the way. Just look at this place, Divinity. I do. Not really. You seem to be excited here. Excited to be here. I do.
I do. It's beautiful.
Indeed it is. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendeer, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, thank you.
You're welcome.
You and the Harbinger have made this dream come true.
We did this together. You're welcome. Don't forget that we are here for a reason. We did this together.
Well, all we did was save you from the orcs. You were the one who found the entrance.
Yep.
You make it sound as if saving me from those greenskins was an easy feat. It wasn't.
How do you have
Anything
that?
else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune Lacane gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place. Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
Wow. You just was like, oh, thank you for bringing us here. I can't believe it's amazing. Yeah, you should freaking tell busy. Where did you meet Lastus?
There's something I've been wondering about. How did your cooperation with the Harbinger begin?
Well, that was simple. I was in Everlight at the time, on request of a nobleman. He'd hired me to do some work on an artifact collection of his. One night, a courier contacted me and gave me a letter. The message outlined the mission and the pay, even though the latter was almost irrelevant to me once I realized what it was that Lacane wanted me to find.
Mullendeer.
Yeah, you know the rest of the story.
Do you think of Harbour?
What are your thoughts on the Harbinger, Rondar Lacane?
Well, he's my employer. Without him, I wouldn't be on this mission.
I think he's going funny a little bit.
Or, what do you mean?
I was trying to say, how do you feel about what he stands for? The purity of light, Aeonir's return.
Oh, that. I'm not certain I have an opinion on these matters.
You care who you work for?
Don't you care who you're working for?
Truth be told, not that much. Making a living as an archaeologist is hard enough as it is. I can't afford to be picky, and in all honesty, aren't Lacane and his fellows just more of the same? There have always been cults who weren't happy with the Guardians and believed they had found the true and only God. There was even that one who believed in a sort of schizophrenic God, who was both the trinity of three different beings and the singular omnipotent God at the same time. However that's supposed to work. Sounds funny when you think about it, but those lads were dead serious.
Do you think British harmless? You don't believe in Emma's return then? Does Harbour know you feel this way? It's different. Well, I think that's a choice there.
So you think the purity is harmless?
Of course they are. And like any other fanatic, he and his fellows will go down once people realize his God doesn't have all the answers.
You don't believe in Emma's return then?
So you don't believe in Aeonir's return?
Aeonir's.
In the new world?
No, I don't.
But there's truth to what the purity claims. The Guardians have been unusually silent.
Yeah, because maybe they finally realized how silly and ungrateful most of their creations are and decided not to bother anymore. What I'm trying to say is, there could be all kinds of reasons why they've withdrawn. And I doubt a bonkers robe-wearing lad such as Lacane knows the answer.
Does the Harbour know how you feel?
Does the Harbinger know you feel that way?
No, I guess not, but he doesn't need to know about that, does he?
Different, the purity's powerful. Good point.
Maybe you're right.
I certainly hope so.
So you're really an archaeologist?
How does one make a living as an archaeologist?
Good question. One I usually prefer not to think or talk about. To be honest, it's a tough life. For some obscure reason, only very few scholars take interest in the Shaper or the Hibernian culture, even though there is so much to be found. It's a shame.
What is there to be found?
Like what? What is there to be found?
What? You mean apart from monumental steel constructs, ghost warriors, and a city full of ancient secrets to be discovered? A lot. But that's another topic.
How
That's
do
the
you
way
explain
it
that
called me a
lack
bit
of
stupid.
interest?
Well, what do you think? Ignorance. No matter if it's orcs, elves, dwarves, or humans. We're all terribly bad at learning from the past. Blasted, there's so much to be found, so much to be explored. Not just riches, but the technology, wisdom, and ancient secrets. But no, for some reason, the people with the coin just don't care. The only ones who even try to access this treasure are incompetent amateur treasure hunters, who usually get their heads chopped off by the first defense mechanism they walk into.
Being in the past doesn't do any good. True, it's a pity.
True. It's a
We need to
pity.
know about past so we don't read
I
mistakes for the
suppose
future.
that answers your question. The life of an archaeologist is hard, and there have been times where I questioned if... well, if all the sacrifices I've made were worth it. Yet, here I am now.
Does the dwarf end up in Northern found out anything about the rune? This armor you're wearing, is it? Okay, so I think we're going to ask him that next time. Can I just save here? Does it cancel the... I can. So like, subscribe, and that good stuff, and tune in next week. This is IVATOPIA saying bye for now, everyone. Have a great, amazing day. Bye!